Hi there, I'm Jamie Taylor. Welcome to Your Health Matters, brought to you by Kingman Regional Medical Center, your community-owned hospital. As you know, this program talks about programs and services or healthcare providers that are available here at KRMC to help you with you and your family's healthcare issues. I've got a great guest on the program today, so I hope you'll stay tuned. We'll be back right after these messages. Welcome back to Your Health Matters. My guest today is Scott Kern, Public Relations Specialist here at KRMC.
Hi.
He's Scott. He's my good old standby. And we've got so much stuff to talk about again today because there's never a dull minute in the PR department.
Not this time of year.
No, and we're coming into the fall, so we know this is when you just got to gear up and probably put roller skates on or something because there's just boom, boom, boom.
Well, yeah, especially with us moving offices now, it's a lot more running around trying to figure everything out. So it's a lot of fun.
So we're going to start. I mean, we've already talked about the MG dinner. That's coming up on September 8th, but they might still have time to get tickets. So
there's still plenty of tickets available. If people want to buy tickets, it's $150 a piece.
And that's dinner for two.
Dinner for two, and a ticket into the raffle this year to win the car. And the car will be you'll see it around town. We've got it at different sponsors' locations throughout Kingman.
Right,
66 Autos, Doors, Beale Street Deli, the Dan Bar are just a couple of them that are going to have the car for us.
And that's September 8th that we're having the dinner. It's going to be at KRMC East is what we're calling it now. And the MG is a 1953
It's 53 MG. It's a British car, so it's a right-hand driver.
Right.
So your son was showing me how to drive it through the night.
Yeah, because everything's opposite.
Everything's opposite. And
so your gears shifting's on the left instead of the right.
It's a little more complicated. It's fun. It's definitely a fun Sunday driver when the weather's nice. So it's a nice little car for the ticket.
And every person who buys a ticket is going to get something,
yes,
even if it's just
that's
a T-shirt.
That's the goal.
There will be something for everyone, plus an awesome dinner catered by our very own Chef Gall, who people may not know, but he's come to work for KRMC.
Yeah, I think this will be his first big thing for KRMC, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's already working with you on the menu. And the kind of fun thing, too, then, is that the winner of the car is going to get to drive that car, provided they've figured out how to shift on the left. But they're going to be able to put it into the Andy Divine Days. We've actually already put in the entry form.
So it's theirs if they want it,
Yep, so they can do that. And that, of course, then, Andy Divine Days is the rodeo and kicks off.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October, where it's nonstop
the whole
fun.
pink thing. That's the town should be looking like Pepto-Bismol by the end of October, right?
It will be. Just before we go on to that, to touch back on the MG dinner, to give people an idea, we're going to have a reverse raffle for this. So it's the last man standing in the raffle bin is who wins the car. So we'll start out with ticket number 150. Whoever that is, we'll draw them out randomly. And as your name gets drawn, you get eliminated from the raffle. So whoever's the last ticket pulled is the ticket that wins the car.
And then they're going to have to stay around.
So they have to stick around for the whole evening.
They don't have to be present to win.
No.
But they'll miss out on all the fun.
We would like them to be present to win.
Absolutely, because they could take the car away that night.
Exactly. That is the goal.
Okay, yeah. So it's going to be a fun event as always, and we'll have a good time with that. And so then, like you said, we've got September and the Andy Divine Days and the rodeo.
Yep.
And that's our first, the Tough Enough to Wear Pink.
We are teaming up with the Kingsman this year again to have our breast cancer awareness booth in the grandstands at the rodeo both Saturday and Sunday this year.
Great. And we'll have stuff that people can buy. If they don't have anything pink, we'll have something pink that they can buy.
We should have shirts, bags, cookie jars actually with cookies in them, like we've done in years past. So it's always a fun booth to have.
It is.
At the rodeo.
And the important thing I think we want to remind people is all the monies that we raise through that whole month of October goes to our Catch It Early program. And that program is all about catching it early, hence its name, but getting women in for their mammographies early to make sure that they, because early diagnosis is what helps give you the best outcome.
Exactly, yeah.
And we've got such a great team of radiologists now with the whole new tomosynthesis that can really amazingly catch. They're talking.
October is definitely their month to shine this year.
Right, yeah, and they can see now with that tomosynthesis the cancers that are like pinpricks almost. I mean, just little teeny. They can catch them really early, so that's amazing.
And that's the pretty cool part about it too.
Yeah. So the whole month of October, I don't know if we can even catch them all, but so it starts with a rodeo, and then we start in October. We're doing the challenge again.
The Go Pink Challenge, yep.
And that's any business?
Any business. We encourage any business, any organization that wants to decorate their offices in pink, that wants to dress up in pink, to take a picture and send it to me in my email, and we'll make a giant collage. And the winner gets a giant ribbon,
pink ribbon
that they can hang out in front of their their office every year in October, which is really cool because it's lit by LED lights.
This is our third year, so we have Martin Swanee.
Martin Swanee won it last year,
right?
And then 2 years ago, 2 years ago, and then last year the Kingman Academy Learning Junior High won it. The middle school, I think is what they call it. The middle school.
Yep.
They won it, so that was really cool for them.
So someday we hopefully will have Kingman will be lit by pink LED
pink lights in October. It'd be great.
And people are going to be able to help light that ribbon by purchasing for $5. They can buy a pink light to help light up that pink ribbon. It'll be out in front of the hospital for the month of October, and then we'll present it at the end of the month to this year's winner.
Correct.
And then we'll have another one out there, so that's pretty cool.
We'll start working on year 4 right after that.
So we've got that pink challenge, and then what else?
Oh man, there's so much. We are involved with the Walk Away from Drugs this year, like we always are, with the Meth Coalition in the City of Kingman.
That's October 3rd.
It's October 3rd.
Okay.
We'll be giving out information there on breast cancer awareness and all of our health services there. Then next week we will be having our annual Foundation Golf Tournament, October 13th.
Oh, that's right.
So we're gearing up for that. That should always be a lot of fun.
I think we should make the golfers wear pink.
You know, I would like to. If I knew they would wear the shirts, that'd be the color of our shirts for a year. It'd be a lot of fun. But we'll do a great job with the hamburgers and hot dogs, the barbecue after that. I know there's a side bet going on in that golf tournament between Ambient Edge and our plant operations department.
Oh, is this something for public airing?
You know, I don't know. I think if we put it on TV, they can't say no to it after that.
Oh, that's right. Okay, go ahead.
Because the losers of these two teams, whoever has the higher score of the two in golf, will have to shave their heads at the luncheon right after that. So Ambient Edge is providing the clippers from what I understand, and the losing team will be shaving their heads as everyone else is eating.
Wow.
Not around the food, but everyone can watch.
That will be pretty fun.
Yeah. So it'll be nice to watch.
That will be good. Okay, excellent. So that's October 13th. And then we have the Women's Health Fair.
October 20th.
October 20th. And that's always a well-attended event.
Yeah, that's about 300 people that come through every year.
Yeah.
It's been growing in size as far as vendors the past couple of years. We're close to 40 now.
Wow.
And this year we're going to incorporate an opening house of our imaging center, and we're still talking about the cancer center having an open house at the same time.
Maybe doing a tour of their facility.
Tours of their facilities. We should have the bus available to take people to the different facilities to check that out too.
Right.
So
that's another way for women to get some extra things done for free. I mean, I think we usually do like a bone density and some lab works probably that they'll be able to get done for free, blood pressure, that kind of stuff. So
yeah, it's a fun event. I mean, we provide lunch for everyone,
and it's free, and it's from 9 to 1.
We moved from 9 to 1, and it's in the Medical Professional Center and the Wellness Center.
Okay.
All through the hallways, in the conference rooms in the front of the front lobby area.
Okay. Then the city is doing something as well in October with the fire truck that's coming. I don't know exactly what date that is.
I don't know. I know it's in the evening.
Oh, it is in the evening?
They're planning a parade.
Okay. And I'm sure all of this is going to be in the paper as well. We'll be doing a press release. But so they do the fire truck. It's a pink fire truck that travels all over the country.
Correct.
With the firemen that come and help bring awareness as well for breast cancer.
And usually they catch us on the way back. I think they're based in Phoenix.
Yes, yeah. But I think we got on the calendar
this year. We got on the calendar this year, so we're actually part of their tour. So we actually get to have the breast cancer fire truck in October during Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yeah, because last year I think it ended up being like the 1st of November.
Yeah, exactly. Past year's the 1st of November.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's something else. What am I forgetting? There's something else.
We have our Spirit of Hospice walk right before Halloween.
That's right.
That'll be our second annual walk, and that starts at the Joan and Diana Hospice House and goes through the neighborhood. And we'll have different stations set up for kids to go trick or treating. We give awards for best costume and best pet costume.
Okay.
And yeah, that's a new event, but we're trying to have a lot of fun with it and make it a big community walk as it gets bigger and better. So
important thing, and we'll do this later in the show too. But people need your number because you are the man to call.
I'm the one to call. It's all over the newspapers too.
So
it's my number is 681-8656.
Okay. So if they have questions about any of these events, need more information, if they want to golf, if they want to walk, they can call you. Or
681-8656.
Okay, very
That's
good.
the easiest way.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to hook up.
And I'll try to return the calls as soon as possible.
Provided we're not moving again.
Exactly. If I can find my phone, yeah.
So I still keep thinking there's something we're forgetting in October.
Well, we have the golf tournament. We've got the breast cancer awareness. We have the breast cancer survivor luncheon too.
That's what I was thinking.
And
the luncheon.
That's scheduled for October 18th. I want to say in the evening. And we should have some of our local physicians speaking. And last year we had Dr. Nagel speak. This year we have a couple new additions to the cancer center that we'll probably be speaking with them.
Dr. Von Tile, he's been on the show before, and then I think some of the radiologists as well. We have Dr. Joe Hansen, who's working very closely now with the whole breast cancer with the tomosynthesis and all of that. So he'll be be there for that event as well. And it's a celebration. Yeah,
it's all for breast cancer survivors too.
Right.
So it's a very nice thing for them to have. Yeah. And I know the Breast Cancer Awareness Committee is also working on putting a float in the fair this year too. So I think they'll be looking for breast cancer survivors to be in it. I'm not sure if they're just going to go with employees or actual.
Are they going to decorate it with Pepto-Bismol?
I think so.
And that might be something to mention to them. Everybody starts saving their Pepto-Bismol bottles.
Tablets. That wouldn't be a bad idea. But they want to focus on survivorship, and I think that's the best way to start it off with is the parade on September 29th.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, hopefully they'll be able to put that together. It's amazing how the whole community comes together for these events in October. I mean, Brendan Theaters
they've been a big contributor.
Right, they help and do some fundraising at the theater and then donate that money. And again, it all goes to the Catch It Early program. And the other thing that happens for the women during the whole month of October is they can get a mammogram for $50, which is a really good deal, supplemented by the monies that we make from this. And so women who have no insurance or have really high deductibles, again, this is a good time of year for them to get in and get that done now at a really cheap price. So I don't know, October is so crazy that I know for all of us, we're just like...
Well, I know there's a chamber block party. There has been in recent past. I'm not sure if they're doing it this year now. I haven't heard yet. That's always the second Thursday of October, and we're always involved with that, pushing our breast cancer awareness and other
and Victoria usually has
desserts.
Cakes and desserts out there.
That's
for
a good
that
platform
too.
for her.
Yeah.
I think aside from that, we're busy, about 6 days a week in October. So
yeah, that's enough, And I think we can talk just briefly too again about Chef Gall, how blessed we are to have him now as a KRMC employee, and he's handling all of our catering events. And I know that there are some folks out there that probably used him in the past for catering their events, and now they can reach him right here at KRMC, and he can still help with their events still.
Yeah.
Right, because you have a great catering department. So
that's growing now too.
Right, it is. Yeah, we're going to keep him busy. So we're going to take a quick break, and then when we get back, we can talk more about Chef Gall and some of the other things that are going on around the community. So stay tuned. We'll be back right after these messages. Welcome back to Your Health Matters. My guest today is Scott Kern, Public Relations Specialist here at KRMC. Thanks for filling in again today,
Thanks
Scott.
for having me. I appreciate it.
So we were talking before the break about October and all the stuff that we have going on. But some of the things I think that the audience might want to know about is like our other health fairs and our lunch and learns that we do. Lunch and learns are the third
Wednesday of every month.
Okay.
They're usually at noon in our Wallapai and Surbat conference rooms in the Wellness Center. Okay. And every month we focus on a different doctor to come in and speak on different subjects. In September we have Dr. Van Tile, who is our new radiation oncologist in the Cancer Center, speaking on radiation oncology. So that should be a very interesting topic moving forward. And usually the last quarter of the year, October, November, December, we reserve for doctors that have just come to KRMC.
Our new ones.
Our new ones, so they have a chance. So people have a chance to get to know them. They have a chance to get to know some of the community, and they can speak on on what their specialties are.
Great.
So it's a great way for patients to meet new doctors and doctors to get themselves acclimated with the community themselves.
Well, in Lunch and Learns, I think it's important people realize, number one, they're free. There's no charge. We call them Lunch and Learns because they bring lunch. They bring their own bag lunch, and we provide dessert and a beverage.
We do.
Sometimes they're healthy, most of the time not.
We do use Victoria's desserts quite a bit.
But we
I'd
have
like to change
apples
that,
and
but yeah,
bananas.
I'd like to change to make it a little healthier. But Victoria's desserts are so good.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest draws.
That's one of the biggest draws sometimes.
Right. But it is interesting. I think every time, like you said, we have a different doctor on the program, and they focus on really important healthcare issues. We had Melanie was on not too long ago talking about speech language issues, and I think that a lot of people don't realize how much she's able to help them after they've had a stroke or other issues.
I think she helps with swallowing too.
Swallowing,
and
that's
other,
right.
I guess oral complications after post-stroke and so forth.
Okay, so they're always enlightening. I mean, it's really good, and it's just one of the things that KRMC does for our community, because we are community-owned, not-for-profit, and everything we do is back into the community or into our facility. So the Lunch and Learn is one of those avenues, and another one is, of course, our health fairs, which I think we have 6 or 7 now. It's like almost every month, huh? Pretty close.
Yeah, I know we are in charge. I want to say 4 to 5, and then we also have the Diabetes Expo in November and the Rehab Expo in September.
Right, so that's coming up.
Those 2 are coming up.
Okay, and then we have, let's see, we can go through the calendar quick, because January
is the maternity
fair. February,
the senior fair.
March, I think, is clear. April,
we used to have Kids Day in April, but we moved that to the first weekend of June now.
Right, get more. So there's nothing in April. And March and April.
March, April, and May were pretty quiet as far as health fairs go.
Okay.
And then we pick back up in July with the men's fair, which we just recently completed.
Right.
And then we have the women's fairs. The women's fair is kind of our big finale of the health fairs for the year, because for adults, it's the biggest fair we have, and it continues to grow. So we're very excited about that, and we keep trying to add new wrinkles to it every year to attract more people to come in. And I think this year with the tours of the new facilities, like we talked about earlier, will be a big draw.
Yeah.
Because it's good to know this information. It's good to see what equipment we have here in town, especially in our cancer center, especially in our imaging center. I know KRMC, we want to be known as a diagnostics specialty hospital down the road, and those 2 centers are very important to reach that goal of being a leader in diagnostics in the Southwest.
Absolutely. Well, and I think it's important for people to know what their options are before they need them.
Exactly.
I mean, because if you get a diagnosis of cancer, you're pretty much running scared at that point, I think. And so it's better to know ahead of time that we have cutting-edge technology and state-of-the-art equipment right here in Kingman.
Exactly.
And hopefully they'll never need it, but if the day comes that they or a family member do, to know that they have those options right here at home. So that's really important.
It's better to find the information out now ahead of time to know what you have, as opposed to running from behind trying to
catch up.
To just see what you have, what your options are, and making a panic decision.
Yeah, absolutely. So the women's it's October, and in September we also have the rehab fair. That one's still kind of tentative. I think
it's September 22nd. I was on the phone with them the other day,
Okay.
and they have moved it to September 22nd. We our department will be helping them out getting that ready.
And that's covering the whole. I mean, rehab is huge.
Yeah.
Because it's not just physical therapy anymore.
It's acute rehab. It's physical therapy. It's speech therapy. It's pediatric.
I was going to say we have the pediatric side of it
it's
now.
a huge fair, and it's growing.
Right.
I know when I started here 3 years ago, it was maybe 10 tables, and last year it's tripled in size. So this year I'm excited to see what they're able to do with it.
Yeah. So again, and that's another important event, I think, for people to come to know ahead of time what the services are that are available to them. So if they or a family member have a stroke, or if they're in an accident, God forbid, but have things that they need to relearn how to do simple tasks, whether it's making a bed, doing laundry. We have that up in the acute rehab area. The gym, the therapy gym, that can help them relearn muscles and how things work again. And then, of course, pediatrics is able to help all ages, the younger kids, get back into relearning if they need to. So, yeah, there's a lot of things. And then we have speech and audiology that falls under all of that as well.
They're coming up very, very fast, too.
Yeah. So it'll be a fun event.
They're getting ready to start selling hearing aids, too, if I understand correctly.
That's right.
So that should be huge for them.
Katie Brown is going to be selling hearing aids. So there'll be lots of opportunities. And then December, or is it November, is the diabetes?
It's in November. It's on a Tuesday night when the diabetes support group meets.
And they'll probably have information there as well about the new OptiFast. We've had that on the program as well with the new weight loss center and how that's going. So that'll be good. So they have all those events coming up. And then
we also have an open house we're working on for all the doctors. We've been doing a lot of moving around at KRMC, shifting offices, moving doctors' offices upstairs and downstairs, and for the community's benefit and our benefit, probably most of all, we're going to have an open house so we know where everyone's at and we can give tours of the place. So we can do I think we're going to do a progressive dinner like we've done in the past, where different doctors' offices will have different courses of the meal in there, so we're encouraged to see and visit all the new doctors, everybody.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think that there's going to be, well, maybe there's 1 or 2 offices that won't have moved in the medical professional
We'll still include
center.
them, though. I mean,
no, I know, but I'm just thinking that there's probably 2 offices that will have been in the same location. Everybody else is pretty much moved.
That's true.
The lab and Dr. McElhaney, I think, are the only 2 that are stationary.
On the first floor.
Right.
I think Dr. Khan and Dr. Otero are still going to stay where they're at, too.
Right. But we'll include them, too. I think it'll be a good opportunity for the community to come and meet all of these docs. Some are new. Some have been here for a while. But, again, it's always important, I think, to know your options before you need them.
Yes.
Versus, like I said, panicking and running at the last minute.
Well, I think that's a huge portion of what our department is evolving into. It's the education, and the more aware you make people in the community of what you have to offer, the better off everyone's going to be in the long run. Because if you can tell one person all the positive things we have at KRMC, hopefully they can tell their friends and so forth and so on, so that can lead to more positive experiences, and we can keep our momentum growing education-wise that way.
Well, because there is so much going on at the hospital all the time, and the growth that's happening with the new physicians. We'll in future shows be having lots of new doctors on the program. We have Dr. Porter and Dr. Knievel that are coming. Dr. Knievel's the pain management. Dr. Porter's one of the Mayo-trained radiologists. I'm trying to think. We've got Dr. Karam, who's just recently started over at Mountain Shadows, Music Mountain Internal Medicine. So that's 3, but there's like 6 new doctors that are coming here over the next few weeks. It's pretty amazing.
So yeah, we're excited for that. And you know, there's always change, and that's the biggest thing. Is the world will keep changing, and so will we adding these new doctors, and with our EMR projects now too, new services, and you know, it's an exciting time to be a part of the hospital and working with us. So it'll be good for the community to help get out there and educate them and make sure that no one's panicking.
Right. So let's recap real quick the programs that we've got coming up so people can start getting ready. It's never too soon to start planning, especially for this peak event. Because they need it. When is the date that they're supposed to have their entries in?
I think we're picking the first Friday in October to be the Go Pink Friday.
Okay, and then they have another week to submit their pictures?
all your pictures, yeah.
Okay.
And we'll run ads in the paper and on the radio for that, and my email address will be attached to that, because it's just easier to email me the pictures than us running all over town.
But they can call you.
They can call us. Yeah, they can call us. So we can, 681-8656.
There you go. Very good.
For all your KRMC healthcare needs and information. 681-8656.
Very good.
And I'll be able to point you in the right direction, give you the answers you're looking for.
Yeah, because we'll be able to fill them in again on those dates. But they can start planning now to, because there could be a run on pink balloons that first week of October.
There really could. Well, I know we've tried to buy a lot. We're on back order right now.
Yeah, so it's better to get the supplies now early, and then they can decorate and send you the pictures. And then we'll have the Women's Health Fair. We've got again, the rodeo, that's always one of my favorites, since I love the rodeo and watching the tough cowboys wearing pink shirts. I just think that's awesome.
That's usually on Sunday when they wear the pink shirts, right?
Yes, it is, yeah. So that'll be fun. And that's, of course, one of the hospital-sponsored events, and the monies that the Kingsmen make, they divide between the Kingman Cancer Care Unit and the KRMC Cancer Center. So
that's very cool.
That's very good.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So we are blessed to have so much to do. I mean, obviously, we're never bored.
No, there's never a dull moment around here. But let's not forget the MG dinner on September 8th.
Right.
I mean, if you want tickets or more information, don't hesitate to call me at 681-8656. And I'd love to talk to anyone that wants to buy a ticket.
Great. All right, Scott, thank you
Thank
for
you.
filling in again. I hope you enjoyed the program and you'll participate in some of these events. And we'll talk to you next week with another guest.